Thank you for joining our webinar on Flipping the Classroom, what you need to do to get started. We will take the next few minutes to talk to you about what a flipped classroom is, why you should flip your classroom, and how to do this. This is a recorded version of this webinar, so you will not be able to participate actively, unfortunately. What does flipping the classroom mean? The use of recorded mini lessons or lectures for students to view on their own at home before they come to class. This is the key part, before they come to class. More class time available for interactive activities, individualization of practice activities, much less time spent on lecturing. Who started the flipping classroom model? There were two chemistry teachers in Colorado, and they came up with this plan in 2006. They wrote a book called Flip Your Classroom, Reach Every Student in Every Class Every Day. Why would you want to flip your classroom? Students can view the lessons or lectures at home as many times as they wish. They are to take notes to discuss in their groups when they come to class. Students can focus on the lessons or lectures without distractions. Students will be better prepared for class, and students can get caught up easily if they're absent from class. Recording lessons or lectures is great practice for teaching an online course. The instructor can build a lesson library for students to search the topics they need to know. And once students are used to viewing and studying the video lectures or lessons at home, the instructor will have much more time available in class to actively engage them in meaningful activities. So the key now is to get the students used to viewing and studying the lesson at home. You will have to force the students to do this. They are not going to automatically decide they're going to watch your videos. So there must be consequences. I usually have a small quiz for each one of my video lectures. Also, there will be much more time available for class discussion. How can you create pre-recorded lessons or lectures? First of all, before you record anything, you will have to master the art of taking screenshots. So one tool that you have readily available on your computer already is called the snipping tool. But another one that I like is called Jing. If you go on http://www.techsmith.com/Jing, you can download this free app. And what it does is it takes your screenshot and then you can annotate over your screenshot. You can put arrows, you can put text boxes, and you can highlight. So this is very versatile and easy to use. Okay, also you can record your PowerPoints to get started on recording. This is the easiest way to get yourself accustomed to hearing your voice. There are some tools that I'm going to talk about, and these are Screener.com, Screencastomatic.com, the iPad apps Show Me and Educreations, and finally Paperslide videos. So where can you post the recordings for students to view? Well, you can put them on Google Docs, you can put them on your website, you can put them on a site called edmodo.com. I will be talking about that in a second. You can post them on your Moodle site. Many schools have Moodle. And personally, I would not recommend you post on YouTube unless you put it on completely private. Edmodo.com is a fabulous sharing site. you can upload all of your students on Edmodo. You can create classes. You can post all of your videos on the site for your students to view. There are quizzes available for each one of your videos that you can post. And it has an automatic grade book where these quiz grades get uploaded to. Once you're done loading all your students, by the way, you can lock the class so nobody else can get into this class. This site also is good for sharing with other professionals in your field because you can join communities and also you can create your own groups. So it's definitely worth checking out, and my students love Edmodo.com. How does flipping the classroom fit into our evaluation model? It demonstrates the teacher's knowledge of technology, allows for differentiation in the classroom. Imagine if you had 30 students in your class, you put them in groups, and each group is actually on a different activity. It's perfect for grouping to reinforce certain concepts. Students can be given more opportunities to engage in higher level thinking skills. I'll be talking about that in just a second also. And students have more opportunities to show creativity. Now, Jackie Gerstein came up with this model of the flipping the classroom. She calls it the whole picture. I believe this is absolutely fabulous. Her cycle begins with the bottom right quadrant. This is where you create and post your video lectures, audio lectures, websites. You do your online chats, for example, with Google Hangouts. The cycle continues with blogging, reflective videos, audio-visual reflections, and of course tests. But then see what happens to in the top left quadrant. You take your topic to an entirely new level. This is where students produce creative, personalized projects and presentations. And finally, on the top right quadrant, the students engage in games, simulations, interactives, experiments, and even community projects and art activities. I believe this is an absolutely fabulous representation of the flipped classroom model. As you can clearly see, the flipped classroom takes your subject matter to an entirely new height and clearly to the top of the new Bloom's taxonomy. Okay, my students have created a reaction video on how they felt about our flipped classroom in Spanish 1010. So if you'd like to see this video, you can go on YouTube and enter my name and you can find this. Also, I have a Go Animate movie about flipping the classroom that you can also view. Go Animate is a fabulous site, by the way, for students to easily create animated movies. My students also love Quizlet. Quizlet is a site where you can enter all of your vocab words, and then the students go on there and they see it in different formats. The first one is shown on the screen, where you have the word on there in Spanish and in English. The students can listen to the pronunciation of each word, and it is pronounced perfectly correct. They can put it in learn mode, they can put it in speller mode, they can take quizzes and tests, and there are even a couple of games they can play, scatter and race. So the first thing one can do, of course, is to record PowerPoints. Microsoft 2010 has a recording tool. You will need a microphone, but be sure not to record anything longer than 10 minutes because students simply cannot focus longer than that. Also, the file would be very large and hard to email. To find this recording tool, you just create your PowerPoint as you normally would, put it on slideshow mode, and then you will see where it says record narration. Okay, a recording tool that I really like is Screener.com. You can record anything you're showing on your computer screen and record your voice as you present. For example, you can record your PowerPoints, handouts, even flip charts for a Promethean board. Then you get an internet link, which you can simply put on your website, or you can just pass out the internet link to your students. When you first pull up Screener.com, it looks like this. And if you want to record, you'll hit the recording button right there. And you will be provided with a frame. Now, in order to record your screen, you will have to minimize the background and then frame this frame around your presentation by moving the black dots. Okay? Alright, to record, simply press the record button. Once you're done, this site will give you an internet link and you can post it. Another one that I like even better is Screencastomatic.com. On Screencastomatic, you can record for 15 minutes instead of the 5 minutes that you get on Screener. Now, 15 minutes is plenty of time for you to record a lesson. Screencast-O-Matic also has a frame that you have to frame around your presentation with the dots. Okay. It also has a webcam option, so you can appear in the video. You would appear down here. Okay. And so when you're ready to record, you simply hit the record button. And when you're done recording, the site will provide you with an internet link, and also you can actually save these videos on your computer for upload. Okay, now I'm going to talk about some iPad apps. Okay, first of all, there's Show Me. It's completely free. This iPad app allows you to use any documents or pictures and annotate as you record. You get only one screen to start with, so if you need more than one screen, you will have to pause, clear the screen of everything you have on there, and then continue recording. By the way, do you know how to take a screenshot on the iPad? I will tell you in a minute. Okay, this is what Show Me video would look like. As you can tell, you can simply write on there, or you could add documents and write on top of them. Okay, this is how you take a screenshot with the iPad. You would have to press the power button and the home button at the same time, and then your screenshot will appear in the photos. Another iPad app very similar to Show Me is EduCreations, and this has a text option. With this one, you can have several pages and preload these pages ahead of time with backgrounds such as pictures and documents. Remember that with the iPad, you can easily take pictures of any page in your textbook or anything else for that matter. Here's how an EduCreations would look. So I preloaded a document on the present progressive, and there I circled something. Okay, paper slide videos. Okay, that's a funny name. Okay, this is what a paper slide video looks like. What you actually do is you take a video camera and you point it at your desk or your table, and you simply slide papers in and out of view, and then record, of course, as you go. So what to do in class? Well, you will have plenty of time to do group activities, partner work, skits, peer teaching, questioning, games, basically anything you never had time for before. So I have some pictures of my students engaging in activities. On the left, you will see them acting out a skit. On the right side, they were doing partner work. In this picture, they are playing a student-created game. This lady is presenting a cultural project she created. You can write a short play. My students are acting out La Leyenda de la Virgen de Guadalupe. Bring a legend to life. This is El Sombrerón. Act out a scene from a novel, Don Quixote de la Mancha. Sing a song. Learn a dance. Make a video. This is actually a green screen video. My students have mastered this incredible skill, so they are able to place themselves in foreign countries. Very interesting. Try Skyping with native speakers. We have Skyped with numerous different countries. This lady to the left, up on the top, was Skyping with Florencia in Argentina. This lady is Skyping with Pablo, also in Argentina. These young men are Skyping with a class in Mexico City. And over here we are Skyping with 2 students in Ibiza, Spain. You could try writing pen pals in Spanish-speaking countries. And of course, what's always popular is trying out some authentic Mexican food, which this girl did not particularly seem to enjoy. Discuss cultural videos. There's a lot of research available on flipping the classroom. As I said, there is a book you can check out, and this site where it says tiny URL, it has numerous articles on flipping, and then this last one is the one where I talked to you earlier about the flipped classroom model, a full picture. You can go to my website to view a file of this presentation and to receive your certificate of attendance. Check the site for upcoming webinars that we are hosting on a variety of different topics. One popular one is Skyping. How to set up Skyping sessions with world classrooms. I'm looking forward to hearing from you, and thank you for listening to my presentation.